Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your extra daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with BZ-58. I haven't played a single battle with this tank. I do not know how this tank is going to behave, but I can tell you one thing. Armor is looking decent on this tank until someone is loading gold. Oh my bananas, fellas. Oh my bananas. Oi, 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 oi. Until someone is loading gold, yeah, you will feel fine. Whenever someone will say, yep, I had enough of this, you are going to take one for the team. That is all there is to say about this tank. So, I do not have field modifications running yet on this tank, right? This is important thing to say. But we are going to test it out. We will see how this tank is performing. I'm running bounty equipment. I'm running the directive. I have 3.5 skill crew because I saved plenty of the crew members over there. So that's what we are going to do. We will try to make it work, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And now, without further ado, let's see how this paper will hold against the enemy tanks. Let's go. Okay, guys, we have a tier 7 matchmaking for a very first one. So what do we have, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? I think we are going to go to the Charlie 1. Now the question is, we will meet the guys who are willing to spam the gold or not. Because if we will meet the guys who are willing to spam gold, I'm dead. If we will meet the guys who are not willing to spam the gold, we are going to be booming and we are going to enjoy ourselves to the maximum. Once again, the biggest highlight of all this is you arriving to position quicker with those rocket boosters. That's all there is to say. And yes, you would come faster to position than T-29, but whenever T-29 will arrive, woo, boys, this is going to be a completely different story, if you know what I mean. Then we are going to have a conversation. Now, I'm not going to play this game, aka let's aim for a weak spot. We are going to load APCRs instantly. And why we are going to do this? Because we know all this front is made out of paper. We know this tank is made out of paper, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So we will try to check it out. Can we spank enemies? Now the worst part of all this would be if all enemies went like this and we wasted our boosters like there is no tomorrow. This also could be a possibility, right? So let's see what do we have. So far it doesn't look like anyone is coming. Fellas, I have a bad news. We wasted our boosters. Okay, I'm going to be aggressive. I am going to be very, very aggressive against this IS. I don't really think we need some gold ammunition. I think we are very, very fine with the standards. That's what I think. 3 boosters wasted just to arrive to position, and in the end of the day we haven't met anyone. That is quite sad, but you know, this is Babank. You know, when you have 50-50 chance, you need to guess where enemies are going to play. You are taking the typical position, and in the end of the day, you do not know how the things are going to look like. Gun. I am playing with a top configuration of the tank. 320 alpha damage, 190 5mm of penetration, 800 shell velocity. 800 shell velocity, to say that the least, it is pile of poo-poo. You know? This is important thing to say, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Made in China, I see. Now, if you are willing to load the gold, you have faster shell velocity by 20%, and you have a bit more penetration as well. So that is a positive thing, right? Do I want to get involved here? This is the question. I'm not entirely sure. Would we have some support here? Okay, hear me out. I'm gone from here. I just simply... My man! My man! Oh my bananas, this guy. Mate, don't sacrifice your health for me. Do not do this. Don't you dare to die in my hands. Don't you dare to die in my hands, my man. I need to defend the base. What do you expect, mate? Let's defend the base, and after my mistake. Sad smiley face, fellas. Or I supposed to say sad face over there. Okay. So far, we have 3 minutes of shit. By saying this, I mean we got the position wrong where enemies are playing. Can I do something about it? No, fellas. I cannot. I can only accept this, right? That's all I can do. There is nothing for us to change, just not guessing the side correctly where enemies are going to play. I would love to say there is another alternative option, but there isn't one. Okay, at this point I am going to say hello for Mr. King Tiger. Think we can get involved like this? You do not really care about me, do you? Sir, I'm here! Paid actor. I can only tell you one thing, paid actor, fellas. There is nothing more to say. Let's load the gold ammunition for BZ at this point. And I think we should be able to spank him literally in the face, fellas. There is nothing what this gentleman can do. I need to get closer. We will get closer, it's fine. I really want to see how the armor of this tank is looking like. Will I have any problems whatsoever to penetrate this guy? This is the question. Let's see. Yeah, I think it is pretty fair to say this tank is... well, not the finest, to say that the least. Okay, this guy should be dead. And our Type 58 is dying. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Baboon is down. I repeat, Baboon is down. F in the chat to show the respect. Or I suppose to say F in the comment section down below, right? Okay. Do we have a good enough angle to spank this gentleman here? This is the question. Now I can watch you, but better than stream. Okay, that's fair enough, my man. That is fair enough. So far, fellas, my opinion about this tank, it is kind of average. I would not put it in the same category as T-32. I definitely cannot do that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I just simply can't. Gun. No? Okay. I hope the gun will perform well. If the gun is going to be decent enough, this tank will be alright. By the way, 3 rocket boosters are very, very little. Obviously, for a tier 8 you are getting 4, for a tier 9 you are getting 5, for tier 10 you are getting 6. I get it, you know, it is progression. And so on, but it's not really that much of the... He's a submarine, he's a submarine, he's a submarine. Well, unlucky. I felt like a tourist in this game. I was traveling to the left, I was traveling to the right. We got submarine over there. We were traveling to the left, we were traveling to the right, you know? Unfortunately, we did not manage to get so much use. Now, once again, the most important thing why the game was looking like this. I simply did not guess where enemies were playing. That's it. That's all there is to say about the situation, right? Sometimes you need to pick the right side. And in this situation, when I see so many buzzers, I thought, okay, the battle is going to be here. But no, it wasn't the case. Enemies went like this. And this is the performance which we have, which is a bit sad thing. But once again, I know it doesn't really depend on me, if I can say so, right? I need to try to do my best while guessing. That's about it. All in all, it is alright. We played against the lower tiers. It wasn't brutal, it wasn't unplayable, and it wasn't that horrible. Well, score is obviously showing something else. Okay, fellas, that's fine. We have 1,600 damage, 300 assisting damage. Once again, very unfortunate I misplayed, or I did not guess from where enemies are coming, but it happens. All in all, we made 66,000 profits. Let's go for seconds. Excellent matchmaking, fellas. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention at this. We have tier 6, tier 7 matchmaking. We will try to play hold down to the best of our abilities. This is looking fine. This is honestly looking very, very, very fine, and I am happy how this game, what this game will give for us. All we need to do, we need to reach this position over there. I think we can easily do that while even doing a shortcut like this. I do not recommend to take the shortcut, but sometimes it can work, especially if you have a turbo booster launcher or whatever else. As you can see, this guy doesn't give a damn either, especially when he will launch the turbo booster now. Very, very, very smart. Very smart. Extremely smart, mother trucker. Very good. Okay. Anyways, we are arriving to position, and at this point we are going to play against the enemies, right? This is going to be alright. Will you allow me to? No? Okay, understood. You want to take the corner. Take the corner then. No, take the corner. It's okay. And once again, please keep this in mind. We arrived to this position at the same time as enemy medium tanks, you know? This is the most powerful part of this tank. Watch this, bomb into the track. Ooh, that went more to the middle than into the track, but that is okay. Fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. Type 58 is saying blah, 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 blah. My man, is it the same Type 58? Is it the same Type 58, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? This is the question. Because that would make sense. That would make sense, my man. Well, I have nothing to... I swear, fellas, I haven't paid for him. I swear, okay? I haven't paid for this gentleman. Do I want to go very much involved here, you know? Like, to go ham? This is the question. Yeah, this tank is paper. Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this tank is not looking strong whenever I am dealing against this tank. If you have 240mm of penetration, you can shred it like hot knife through the butter, okay? This is extremely important thing to highlight. So once again, if you have enough penetration, this tank is going to be not a problem to deal with. So now I am instantly thinking how matchmaking is looking like against the tier 8s. Probably any tier 8 and most of the tier 7s will be able to penetrate this tank whenever this tank is playing hold down. So that is a problem. That is honestly a big fat problem, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It might not look like the case yet, but I can promise you that whenever matchmaking is going to treat us worse than this, we are going to regret our life choices. Also, one more thing to say, this tank has a huge turret as well, right? We need to keep this in mind. What the huge turret means, it's humongous target. It is half of the tank, right? So if you are turning turret a bit like this, people can spank you like there is no tomorrow via this angle. Okay, mister, how are you doing? Bad shot by me. Not the finest reaction, I would say. Not the finest reaction. Oh, Ikea, how are you doing? Mr. Ikea took one, that's fine. Although we took one for the team as well, so I cannot say that was a worthwhile trade, to say that the least. I do not have enough gun depression. How to deal with this tiger? Are you going to go? Oh, I can see you are going for it. You are... Well, unfortunate fate for Mr. Tiger, and another victim is going down. Ooh. Ooh, fellas. I don't really like how the things are looking like for our team overall. Okay, I have an idea. How about if I would try to use this corpse? I see you, I see you. Don't you dare to sneak to me. I see you. Nice cooldown play. Gun, don't you dare to treat me like this. Gun, that is not classy and that is not cool. By the way, did you notice how the things are looking like when someone is shooting gold at you? Yeah, unfortunately the things are not going that well as we would love to say, right? Unfortunately, armor is just simply not standing or not lasting. Into the garage, beautiful. I'm dead. There is nothing what I can change about this. Unless... Good. Run. I know about the Nashgorn in the back, but what do you want me to do for that Nashgorn? Cry in the corner or what? I cannot change anything. He has a derb gun, I know that. Derb gun is not good. I have only 70 hit points left. If I would try to find the angle like this, there is a tiny chance I would have an angle for him. Beautiful, he just fired, that's okay, but still. I see that buzzer in the side, don't you worry, fellas. I am paying attention. Yeah, hard one, but score is good. Okay, so after a couple of games, Skill, what do you have to say about this vehicle? Armor is irrelevant whenever you are fighting against someone who is willing to spam the gold. And this is a good matchmaking for us. So if we would have a game against the tier 9, this tank is a meatball. That's all there is to say. Also, gun handling doesn't look that great either, but once again, it is first couple of games, so it's very hard to say how it will look like in the long term, right? Anyways, let's see the score. Okay, guys, we have pretty much one hit point shy of 3000 damage, 300 assisting damage. We are top player by experience and we are top player by the damage. But we lost a bit of the credits because we were spamming quite a bit of gold. I don't know how to feel about this tank yet. Okay, let's go for a third. Okay, looks like my father is on shift, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We are having once again matchmaking against the tier 6s. Unfortunately, I did not manage to show you how this vehicle is performing against the higher tiers, right? Because I have a feeling this tank is not going to deal that well just because of the how this tank is made. Armor is working only whenever you are playing hold down, right, against the lower tiers. Whenever you are playing against the higher tiers, it doesn't feel like the tank is somehow decent or the tank is somehow amazing, to say that the least, right? Once again, I will need to play more games in order to rate this tank, and in fact, tomorrow I am planning to make a very long stream to grind from the tier 7 up to the tier 10 in one stream, right? So hopefully we will be able to deal with this, and hopefully we will be able to do that. So, let's see. I don't really like the shell velocity of this vehicle. Well, luckily against the lower tiers, once again, whenever you are playing hold down, it works fine. By the way, pay attention of the size of the lower plate, fellas. Oh, yoptararai. I mean, compare the other tank here. Upper plate, lower plate. My lower plate is bigger than his upper plate. Absolutely madness. So that means, you know, you need to find a solid rock to stand by, to say that the least, you know? That's what I am highlighting of all of this. Okay, all we want to do here is we want to be passive, we want to be patient, and we want to see enemies making silly goose mistakes. That's all we want to do in this game. I do not feel like I want to make any pressure whatsoever myself in this situation. I just simply do not feel like it is worth it. Although, pay attention at this buzzer. This buzzer is thinking, I will cross through the open field and I am going to feel very good. I will play hold down. Can you repeat what your hold down is? Yeah, against the gold, this tank is just poo-poo. The tank is not looking useful against the gold ammunition, right? And once again, this is very important thing to highlight. No, but skill who is spamming gold? You would be surprised, fellas. Pretty much after holiday opts, many people can afford. He's a submarine. He's a submarine. He's a submarine. Okay, unlucky fellas. Second game, second guy in the 3 games, right? Madness. Madness to say that the least. Okay, pay attention how the things are looking like here. Unfortunately, but enemies have no team whatsoever. What that basically means? That basically means we can and we must get involved in this battle. If we are not going to play aggressively, this is going to be game over, and to be fair with you, I'm not really happy with 900 damage deal, right? We are trying to lit this beautiful mother trucker on fire. He's saying, oh no, 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 and he's down to one-shotable at this point. Okay. Can we try to side scrap? Skill, it's not worth to side scrap. Shit, fellas, it's okay. We got this. We got this. I believe we got this. Ooh, hello there. You know what? You are easier target. Don't be mad on me. You are in the open field. What do you expect? You are in the open field, my man. Now, we are changing the angle. Skill, how are you going to change the angle? Look at this. There is plenty of windows over there. So from this position, we can keep spanking them and we can keep enjoying ourselves, right? That's what we want to see and that's what we want to do. So let's see how their reaction is looking like. Their reaction is looking pretty good. They decided to push in front whenever they are losing this game by such a huge margin. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Apart unlucky. Bad decisions. And there is nothing what you can do about this. Goodbye. Nice. How about this Type 58? I would say we want to eliminate him from the game. He is in the garage, and now we want to go broom, broom, broom like so. Hey, mate, how are you doing? Ooh, high explosive cup. Boom! Yeah. Against the lower tiers, yeah, he changed his mind. He's saying, hell no. I cannot blame you, my man. I cannot blame you. Believe me, I just can't blame you. I swear, fellas, they are not paid actors. I swear they are not paid actors, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, once again, unfortunately, I am a bit sad we did not manage to get a bottom tier matchmaking, because situation would look like a day and night. I can promise you that, right? By saying this, we would play against the bigger boys, so our armor would be obsolete, right? But now a lot of people are grinding the tier 7 BZ-58. So this is why we are having this kind of situation. Yeah, like I said, my father is definitely on the shift. Okay, guys, beautiful. We are coming back from our game, and what do we have? Excuse me. How much? GG. We are saying GG for our guy. He left us hanging, but in the end of the day, we are having ourselves a solid ace, which is very, very nice. We have ourselves, well, a bit of experience, because I have 5x experience from the Twitch drops. Remember, fellas, this is a good stuff. And in the end of the day, we got 3.7 thousand damage and 300 assisting damage. Not... Okay. To say the truth in the face, this tank is okay against the lower tiers. Against the higher tiers, I think this tank is going to be a meatball. That's what I think, and this is what is happening in my head. Luckily for us, we had a strong team, so that's why we have a score like this. And plus, we are playing against the lower tiers. If matchmaking would be tier 9, tier 9, tier 8, I would cry for days, and I would complain, and I would say, bleh. This is what I think. Anyways, in the end of the day, we scored 2.8 thousand average damage and 300 assisting damage, so 3,000 combined. I am happy with this session, and I can tell you one thing. If I need to compare this tank against the tier 8, which you will see tomorrow on Extra, I have a feeling this tank is a bit better than tier 8. You are up for a treat, fellas. Tier 8 is... mwah. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you were very, very well entertained, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.